Have you ever wondered how miracles could possibly defy the laws of nature? In an age-long past, a man named Yosu stood in a yogi position, his mind burdened with the plight of the hungry multitude before him. Turning to his divine father Nabu, he expressed his desire to feed the poor and demonstrate the power of faith. Nabu suggested an unthinkable solution. Let each person take a loaf and a fish from Yosu's basket, a basket that held merely 13 of each. Yosu, though initially skeptical, chose to trust in Nabu. Rising, he called his apostles, instructing them to allow the people to each take a loaf and a fish from the basket. The apostles were incredulous, but Yosu insisted, his faith unwavering, and so began a spectacle that would be etched in the annals of history. People lined up, each one taking a loaf and a fish, yet the basket mysteriously remained ever full. A murmur swept through the crowd, astonishment painted on their faces. The apostles could not contain their awe, whispering amongst themselves, "Truly, he is a son of God." The miracle continued, each person being fed from the meager supply in Yosu's basket. Astonishment turned to belief as the crowd witnessed the impossible become reality, their hunger sated by the miracle unfolding before them. As the last of the multitude were fed, Yosu addressed them, instructing them to leave the crumbs and leftovers for the earth, a testament to the divine power they had just witnessed. A power that had turned 13 loaves and fish into a feast for 1,500. As the sun began to set, the crowd dispersed, each person carrying with them not just a full belly, but also a story of a miracle, a story of faith. And in their hearts, a newfound belief was kindled, a belief in the power of the divine, and in the man named Yosu. And so, all 1,500 of them were sated and satisfied, murmuring, "Truly he is a son of God." But miracles are not always about defying physical laws. Sometimes they're about defying societal norms. Amidst the astonishment and whispers, Yosu's love for Magda, his wife, was revealed. It was a love that was as profound as it was public, a love that dared to challenge the conventions of their time, a love that dared to shine brightly in the midst of resentment and doubt. Pedro and Juan, two of Yosu's closest followers, found themselves battling feelings of resentment towards Magda. Their hearts, clouded by confusion and envy, questioned why Yosu showed more appreciation to Magda than to them. But Yosu, ever perceptive, noticed this growing resentment. In a bold and heartwarming display of affection, he took Magda by her hand, and to the astonishment of everyone, kissed her with heartfelt love. This was no ordinary kiss. This was Yosu's declaration of love and marriage to Magda. And thus Yosu led the way, knowing well everything he did and said. Sometimes miracles come to those who believe, even when all hope seems lost. This was the case for an old man, blind, who had long since given up the hope of seeing the world again. But on an ordinary day, he found himself in the presence of Yosu, a man of divine faith and power. The blind man, desperate and filled with hope, cried out to Yosu, "I believe in you, my lord. Give me back my vision." Yosu, moved by the man's faith, responded in a manner that was both compassionate and firm. "Close your dull eyes, old man. When I tell you and you open them again, you will be able to see me if you really believe in me." It was a powerful suggestion technique that Yosu had learned during his travels in Egyptian lands. His hands, gentle yet firm, pressed lightly on the man's temples. "Open them, old man. You will see me," he commanded. The old man, his faith unwavering, opened his eyes. The light of the world, long forgotten, flooded in, causing him to flinch and cover his eyes. His sight had been restored. Overwhelmed by the sudden brightness, the man was instructed by Yosu to go home, rest, and slowly acclimate his newly healed eyes to the light of day. The following dawn, a crowd of more than 3,000 people witnessed a moment of pure awe. The old man, walking unaided and without his once inseparable blind man's cane, approached Yosu. He looked upon the face of the man who had given him back his sight and declared, "Truly, you are the Son of God. I see you, sir." Yosu humbly responded, "Your faith has saved you, old man. Now go and earn a living with humility, honesty, and honor." Honorable again, as you once were, now you will be." And so the old man regained his sight, and the people cried out in amazement, "Truly you are the Son of God."